Khabib, Azatar, these are fun names, Salikov, and Muhammad. So there were 4 performance of the night bonuses and no fight of the night.
Gotcha. Can you just start giving your impressions of Khabib's performance tonight?
He looked unbelievable. He, incredibly dominant, even though there was some drama in there when he was caught in that guillotine. You know, a lot of people don't get out of that thing. Khabib is so good. He got out. Dustin had that thing deep. Most people would have tapped or went to sleep to that guillotine. So props on him for getting out of that too, and he looked completely dominant tonight.
Edson Barboza and Paul Felder, a really close fight there. I'm just wondering your impressions on that and Paul Felder getting the win. Did you score it that way? Yeah,
I thought that was a close fight. It could have gone either way. One of the judges had it 30-27. Yeah, I didn't have it that way. You know, everybody loves the way that Khabib carries himself, and you know the whole thing with him and Conor. I mean, I think you guys were there at that press conference when that thing went down, and everybody was asking me after. I said this was the darkest press conference I've ever been a part of. It was very weird. You know, those two just dislike each other that much, I guess. So, but at the end of the day, Khabib is a great guy. You know, a very respectful guy, and any interaction I've ever had with him has been, and obviously Dustin's the nicest kid in the world. So it's always cool when you see these guys respect each other like they did. And for him to switch shirts and then take his stuff and donate it to charity is it's pretty awesome. And I'll tell you what, no, I'm thinking about it. I'll match whatever Khabib does. So.
Hey, Dustin, right in front of you here, man. Obviously disappointing with the outcome tonight, but now that you've had a little time to reflect on what happened in there, can you just give us, you know, some more thoughts aside from what you said in the cage?
The guy's good, man. He's a world champ. Maybe I could have done more. You know, hindsight's 20/20. I was very prepared for this fight, to fight 25 minutes. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Maybe, you know, of course I'm going to beat myself up, and I'm the only one who has to deal with this, me and my family. But I'm just wondering if maybe against the fence when I got underhooks, if I could have tried a little bit harder to get off the fence, maybe. You know, but that's just questions that I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life. I thought for sure he was winning the rounds, obviously, taking me down and dominating, but I felt like he was squeezing hard. We were getting slicker. I felt like he was getting a little weaker. Coming into this fight, I thought later in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th were going to be my rounds. Not that I was planning on giving up the first 2, but I knew they were going to be tough. So coming back to the stool after each of those rounds, in the beginning, I wasn't getting damaged a whole lot with shots that were hurting. He cut me, but I thought the deeper we got into the fight, the more slick I was going to be able to be. But you know, that's fighting, man. Stuff is tough.
Yeah, and it seems like you got him with a couple of good shots in the 2nd round, and then that guillotine seemed pretty deep. How close did you feel you were in those 2 moments?
The guillotine was really deep, but for the rest of my life, I'm gonna look back and wonder why I didn't jump full guard with it. I just threw one leg over so he couldn't pass to take the choke off. I should have jumped full guard. I don't know why I went shin across the stomach with the right leg or whatever I had, a butterfly with it. I should have went full guard so he couldn't roll out and relieve the pressure. When I heard him, maybe in the back of my head, the takedown was, I felt like I couldn't get anything going with my stand-up. He's very awkward. He dips his head and throws uppercuts. We never got into like an orthodox kickboxing or boxing exchange on the feet. It was all one punch at a time, or him dipping and throwing a knee, or him dipping and throwing an uppercut. I didn't get a rhythm. I felt like the way he was pulling back, it was hard for me to set up my combinations and get into a rhythm. You know I sound like I have a lot of excuses, but I was just so prepared, you know, for tonight. This one really hurts.
I know it's probably not what's on the top of your mind right now, but Khabib did say after the fight he was going to donate to your charity. And then I don't know if you heard Dana when you're in the back there, he said he's going to match whatever Khabib contributes. What does that mean to you?
You know, it's great, you know, because it's going to help a lot of people. We're building a water well in Uganda, so you know that I'm sure with the memorabilia sold, we're going to reach the goal and build a solar power water well with a tower for the pygmy people in orphanage and school in Uganda. So I'm proud of that, you know. But I wanted to leave tonight the world champ and just let myself down, man. But I appreciate them, you know, helping out the charity. It's been growing, and I'm very grateful for that.
Talk us through what was going on in your mind during the second round. Because at that time, Dustin, he landed a few punches and he seemed a little more dominant. He seemed like he stood a chance. What did you feel about that?
How I can feel, this is a fight, you know. You punch my face, how I can feel. If I punch your face, how you gonna feel? You don't like this, I know. You know, nobody like if someone punch your face. You know, this is no good. Please don't punch someone's face. If you're gonna punch people, nobody feel good. He's a great opponent. He punched me a couple times, but I control everything. Only one thing, it was very close. This is guillotine. First time, it was very good guillotine. But I expect from him because I watch all his fights and I know he is all the time going to guillotine. And you know, like first time it was close, second time I give him because I feel he lost so much energy, so much power because of guillotine, and you know, this is like part of the game, how I can play with my opponents. Not many people can understand this.
Khabib, right in front of you here, to your left. Congrats on the win. Can you just talk us through how the fight went relative to your expectations? Did you feel like you were going to be able to do what you did tonight and you know, eventually submit Dustin?
You know, guys, Dustin Poirier is one of the best in the world. He's not just champion state or champion country, one of the best in the world. You know, of course, I expect it's gonna be a tough match. It's gonna be a tough opponent, and it was a great match, I think.
Yeah, with you saying that and praising him, you beating him like you did, what does that say about you now, being 28-0, 12-0 in UFC?
I don't know. I hope, you know, it's like, you know what interesting in this sport? Even if you're 28-0, 12-0 in UFC, you one of the biggest stars, you smash everybody. People gonna talk about, you have to fight with him, you have to fight with him, you have to fight with him. Give me just respect. Put me on #1 pound for pound fight next week, and because I think I deserve this, because I dominate, you know, with all my opponents. I'm undefeated, you know, and I think I deserve some respect.
And you obviously care about your legacy and stuff a lot. Everyone wants this Tony Ferguson fight to happen. It's fell apart 4 times before. Dana said that's the next fight as long as he accepts it. How important is it for this fight to happen finally?
My next opponent is very good steak with burger double cheese. I want this one, you know, and with some juice with ice. I want to enjoy a little bit. Give me a couple days, guys, please.
In front of you, congratulations on the win. How did you feel about your performance tonight?
Thank you so much. I feel great because a lot of people coming. Thank you, brother. I feel great because a lot of people coming to support me to Abu Dhabi. A lot of people from Russia, from Dagestan, my family, my friends. This is a little bit pressure for me, but I'm very happy.
You said after that you would like to fight Paul Felder, Edson Barboza, the winner. I know their fight was right after. Did you see any of it? And what do you think about fighting Paul Felder now that he won?
I just saw last round. I don't know. This is very. Somebody said very close decision, but somebody in locker room say Barboza win this fight. But I don't care who win. I wanna fight with Felder because he in top 10 now. Because he very strong opponent, because strong fighter. I wanna fight with him because he in top 10. I just wanna fight with somebody in top 10.
What does it mean to you that Khabib just brought you the belt and put it down there and said, because you're going to be champion one day?
I very waiting when he retired. I wanna fight for this belt. This is my dream.